Most of the time, you're not coming from a client's in the morning. Usually, I'm your first.
That's not true at all, actually. I am coming from a client a lot of the time.
So our trainer, Sarah, I call her my second wife, it's kind of a funny joke, has struggles with being late, and she's always late. Veronica thinks she does her best though, she's amazing and we fucking love her and she's so skilled at what she does. But Veronica has somewhat of a resentment because she's been late a lot, and Veronica's trying to get her life more organized, and Sarah's holding her back in some ways because she's late. And this was us finally addressing that, or Veronica finally addressing that, because communication is vital to any relationship.
Okay. After midnight, I ought to now play.
I guess you could have gotten the end of it, but look who it is. She said 1:45.
You're like 2, I'm like, all right.
She's 25 minutes. No, that's what you try to prove me wrong.
She just got here, by the way.
Sarah thinks that our life revolves around her.
I do not think it revolves around you. Don't say that, please. I've just had to go to my client's house instead of
There's
my
always a
office
reason.
this morning.
There's always a reason. It's okay. We love you anyway. I'm done with the set. You said I'll do this weekend,
Right.
which is fine. I would prefer Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12.
Right.
If you can't do it at 12, that's fine. I mean,
I can do 12.
if you can't do it,
I don't mind the adjustment.
like
I
I
can
would
be out of
rather.
anything in the morning.
Like you know me, I'm a pretty structured, person. I'm trying to integrate like meditation in the morning and just be like really
Right,
organized.
but I also understand something, that I have to drive from 1,000 different places to be in everyone else's place. So sometimes
There goes the hands.
So sometimes I can't predict that, and it's hard for me to be here right on a specific time. It's really fucking
I'm not
difficult.
cared about like between a 15-minute window, but
There's the leg.
I used to drive to fucking Bakersfield, all these places to teach, and I was always on time.
Veronica does that when she's talking. When she's being serious about something, she puts her foot up on something. Watch her do that now. And when I'm being serious about something, I talk with my hand.
So that's an excuse or a justification, which is fine. I
That's
know
one
that.
place.
I know
and
that
I'm,
when you're
I'm around everyone else's schedules. Like I had another client this morning. Can you come to my house instead of here because it's so-and-so's birthday? Okay, let me make that adjustment.
and I was
It's like
just about to say that there's a lot of times I know when you're
the
working.
law, it's hard.
I have complete understanding of that. Most of the time, you're not coming from a client's in the morning. Usually, I'm your first.
And that's not true at all. Actually, I am coming from a client a lot of the time.
Veronica didn't know. Usually I handle her jokes and I laugh at them, you know. She didn't know.
Move all that shit aside, and then so I can make time for you. Like, believe it or not, I put you first before a lot of people, even though it doesn't feel like I do. But like, I will move everyone the fuck else around so that I make sure I'm here for you. Right now, it's too hard because I'm on my own. I have to have a source of income. I'm not living in my own place.
Yeah.
Shit's really difficult.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
No, I know, and we're here for you.
So my
on that.
overextension is what it is. I'm trying to be better about that. I'm late for everyone. It just is. I'm like, I don't know.
And sometimes it's super justifiable. You're like really into a body and you're doing it. And there's other times where you're here and we're like, Sarah, go, you have a client. Go, you have a client. And that's just time management. And that comes with time.
For that little grace period.
Yeah,
because
for
I'm
sure.
just
You're moving around.
do.
You've been a lot better about communicating.
So
I didn't even want to bring it up. I wanted to make a slight joke because you
also
showed up
get
at.
kind of passive aggressive, and that's hurtful. And I deal with that a lot, and I just like shove it under. But that hurts my feelings when you're like that. You're very passive aggressive. I fucking don't like that shit.
All right.
I live with a passive aggressive asshole. I hate that.
I shouldn't have made the passive aggressive joke
Yeah,
today
but you always
because
do that,
I
and
know
just, like,
that
suck
you've
it up.
been a lot better, but it does sometimes drive me fucking
what you should
crazy.
do is
And
pull
there's
me
times
aside
where
and
I
sit me
feel
down,
like
'cause I
it's your
feel
work,
attacked.
and there's times when I feel like it's just Ramon. So if it's work, I completely respect what you do. I think what you do is magical, and you can't put a time on it, and I understand that. And there's other times where it has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it's also
It has to do with like
even if it is
Ramon
or if it's
Rollin.
Rollin, it's because I'm on other people's schedules. Because I'm living with someone. I don't have my own fucking space. Like, it's just, I don't even want to use that as an excuse because it's not.
It's
but
a choice you make.
for sure, 100%. I don't even want to use that as an excuse.
That ponytail.
Yeah, that's a lot coming through the back there. Every relationship requires this. They all do. I'm sorry, unless you're fucking perfect, which I'm not. We're not. We all come from very flawed dysfunctional families. So we have patterns, and we need to talk about our stuff, you know. And that's what they're doing right now, and it's really cool.
Anything because I know you're going through
But
a
you
lot.
have to. It's okay. You have to though.
I think this is really special because like this is a really meaningful relationship to us and to you, and
Even
like your like gifts and your special talents, like and your
it's worth
like normal people don't have those things. I feel like that. To work with like incredible people that have those gifts, like it's going to require some communication because we're like flawed. Like I don't know, there's almost like this darkness or this trauma or this flaw like that like kind of like makes us be better than normal people who don't have those things, if that makes sense, you know. So with that comes like this other stuff that we need to look at. I just posted this Kevin Hart thing today on my Learning to Lose Instagram, where he's like, the only way that we're gonna be able to be better is if we look at our flaws.
We lose because we are okay with ignoring our faults, right? It's not until you can accept your faults, your bullshit, that you can grow and do better.
And that's what Veronica's trying to help you see.
And you know what? You're pretty bad too.
Yo, I'm like mad on time. I really
You're
am.
not.
No, but that's
DDA the other day, I was at his house and he's Pat's like mad late all the time. I was like, can you please say this in front of him?
really, because I just had a meeting with Gus and Danielle, and I was early. I was the first one there.
Yeah, you're.
If I'm late, I'm choosing to be late.
Wow.
What?
That's exactly. We all make the choice when we're late. When I'm being late, I'm being selfish and I'm only thinking about myself.
Yeah.
But
Whether
like,
it's
so
a
when am I
distract-
late?
When a lot. You think you're on time because you're like, oh, I have to leave for a meeting at 2:30. I'm on time. You get in your car and you go, oh, I forgot this. Oh, I forgot this.
But do you remember when we had
don't.
that talk with my dad and Tim, and they both said I'm pretty punctual?
Okay. January
What?
1st.
Team up.
December. I mean, how many? I'm sure Sarah showed up to the studio and you made her wait. There's been times I've been on. There was a time on the phone. You're like, "Where's Pat?"
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, but that's a different situation where it's like,
Oh,
okay,
really?
Excuse
Late is
justifying-
a different
so she
situation.
comes-
No.
Late is late.
This is my last point, so I don't know.
we've had that conversation. I've been like, yo,
Perfect example. You'll tell people to come meet you at the house and you're not here when they get here. And I'm working the phone. They're like, "Where's Pat?" He told me to meet him at the house, and you're not even here.
there wasn't a time.
I'm sure Sarah showed
I
up to
mean,
the
Veronica,
studio and you made her
I
wait.
take being on time
There's
very
been times
seriously.
there was
not
a
an
time
on-time
on the phone. And you're like, "Where's Pat?"
You're not.
Yeah, but that's a different
I disagree.
situation where it's
Were those people upset that I was late?
yeah.
Well, I wasn't
You
late.
included me.
Okay.
Cause like there was a time I
You see, you know that feeling of like, okay, that's surrender.
Yep.
That's
She
where-
did-
that's
she
where
did.
we-
That's what I usually do. Today, I just was like,
No, I'm glad
I
you
gotta
did it.
talk about it because.
And I don't want to say anything, but I'm like getting resentful.
Yeah.
And so it's pouring out, and I'm like, don't
No, I
say
know.
anything, just have patience. She's getting better, but it's like, I
Can I
can't.
tell you what I go through when I know I'm gonna be late here?
Oh, I'm sure.
Like the worst anxiety
I'm
of
sure.
my life.
But then you just say.
Because
And I
I
don't-
feel horrible
Yeah.
because I care about what you guys think more than most people.
And
I'm like,
honestly, since I have you,
the worst anxiety.
since I have you on the app, like that makes it so much better for me. Because then I know you feel like you don't want to disappoint me, so then you tell me a time that's not true, and it's like that is almost more upsetting than you just being 30 minutes late.
Right.
Like.
And you guys
Life
can
happens.
both grow together and help each other be better. It's hard. It's like uncomfortable and hard to do this stuff. Yeah.
I have people in my life now, and that happened very quickly. You guys, Ramon, who I can actually talk about how it feels and not feel judged. You know, so that's different.